I look at Sancet and I look at what I've seen of him and I look at what I know of him, what the stats tell me about him. And I feel like he is exactly the type of number 8 that Mikel Arteta has gone after in the past. Someone who can offer what you want from that player defensively, but whose skill set and whose real kind of strengths lay in their ability to impact the game in the opposition box. You think about the 8s that he signed in the past, right? He's brought in Kai Havertz initially as an 8, not because he's the best defender. He's a good defender, don't get me wrong, but primarily because he gives you something offensively in the final third. Then you think about Mikel Merino, who we've all seen since he's moved to centre forward, how potent and important and influential he can be in the final third. Those players have that in common, don't they? They are attackers first, midfielders second. That's how it feels. Oihan Sancet feels like that type of player as well, because you look at his goal record and it's outstanding. For a player that plays as part of a midfield to be scoring that volume of goals at that rate, they obviously have a really good eye for goal, really good instincts, and have a real kind of feel for where the danger is. And obviously they've got to play in a system that allows them to then utilize those strengths and really sort of impact games and help the team. And clearly he's allowed to do that. You know, clearly he's got the license to be able to do that. I do wonder if this is a link that is being made because of the fact that people are really aware of what Mikel Arteta wants his 8s to be. Sancet is a good fit for that. Also, you add the fact that he's playing in Spain. You add the fact that he's from the Basque region. You add the fact that this is an area that has notoriously produced a lot of good footballers. And we are coached and headed up by a manager from San Sebastian. And so there's always going to be that natural gravitation towards that market and that area. You do wonder if it's a good fit. And so people have kind of got 2 + 2 and made 5 and come up with this story and this idea that Mikel Arteta wants him. I don't know how credible the link is, but when you look at the guy's statistics, when you look at the guy's characteristics, when you watch compilations of him, I think you'll find that it is a signing that would make quite a bit of sense. My reservation would be, do we have too many of those players?